The last section I have here is the GE Digital Predix area. So in this area, if I move up next to this little character here, he will play a little act. He'll read a script that describes the area, and as you can see, the navigation lets us send him to different areas. So if I want to go to the CNC area, he'll run over there, and then if I follow him, I can choose which of the 3 CNCs I want to look at. So if I send him over to the smallest one, now over here I have the option to actually view the status or trigger an alarm. So if I view the status, currently I don't have the Predix connection isn't live, so I don't have any data showing up. But this eventually this will be moved onto the tablet, so the data will be on there. If I trigger an alarm, it just shows an example of what the pylon looks like if it's triggered. Also, if I want, I can actually interact with the device itself, so I can actually open and close the door. Send him back. The other sections I have an edge area and an IoT area. So if I send him over to edge, we don't really have a lot over here yet, but eventually we'd like to have some Predix screens and some edge screens. If I send him over to edge, we can have him read a script explaining this, but we do have a rotor kit that we're going to eventually have hooked up that we can use for demos that shows the like we can put wobble on it and friction and other measurements that we can measure on a rotating device, like 6 degree of force sensors and stuff such. For the APM, I'm not sure what we're going to be using for hardware, but we will be showing some edge screens in there. And the last section we have is the IoT area. Now over there, basically what that is just little small devices that we can actually travel with, such as little Arduino devices for temperature probes. So for the one example we have right now, we have a little temperature probe that streams to Predix and pulls that data back out and charts it on this chart. Again, I don't have my connection live right now to Predix, so I can't show those values, but that's what's normally shown here. And then the rest of the hall is kind of available. I do have just a little test area where I put my own test scripts for testing. Obviously that'd be taken out for a trade show. And then I have an aviation section, but we haven't had any communication with aviation to get some models and diagnostics information. So right now I just have some models that I was able to pull down off the web. And then the last section I was hoping is to get some concept laser, the additive CNC or additive devices. We've got some models from them, but we don't actually have any diagnostics and any advanced models yet. That's everything.